Next, please welcome Luis Cantarell, who's President and Chief Executive Officer of Nestlé Health Science, a company that, as you know, aims to create a new model between the traditional food and pharmaceutical industries. Before taking on this new role, Luis played a central role in shaping Nestlé's nutrition, health and wellness approach, the totality of its vision. Luis will talk about some of the advances in product development in this particular area.
Thank you, Michael. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very honored to be here today and in a humble way to expose to this distinguished audience in this nice place what Nestlé and this new-born company is trying to do and how we like to be an element of partnerships in developing new solutions for the basically big crisis that the healthcare is having today. It is a pleasure to be here and also to build this upon the Stefano Pessina in Salford presentation. Collaboration, innovation, and entrepreneurship is needed to develop innovative solutions in health and wellness, and that's what he presented, and that's what we're trying to see and to give you an exposure from a manufacturing point of view. Let me focus on our headline, expanding the boundaries of nutrition. I would like to address the evolution of nutrition and where we see it going in the coming years. Our aim at Nestlé Health Science is truly transformational in several aspects. Expanding the boundaries of nutrition by pioneering a new industry between the traditional nutrition and pharma that will be founded on science-based personalized nutrition. This will transform the relationship between food and health in the foreseeable future. Transforming the healthcare continuum and developing new forms of nutrition that will help prevent or better manage medical conditions, especially chronic diseases. We like to make nutrition be part of the solution and not part of the problem. Contributing to the transformational nutritional health and wellness journey of the Nestlé Group by creating a second strategic pillar for our company and also creating shared value for society. Let me explain the quantum leap in the nature and role of nutrition that I'm talking about. I shall start in the middle of this evolutionary chain. For most of the last century, as the global food chain evolved, food was primarily about taste and variety and pleasure. It is in the 90s that the concept of nutrition for health and wellness was established. We began to better understand the nutritional value of food that we ate and consumers strive to make informed choices. The next generation of nutrition is going further. It is science-based and personalized and can play a key role in the prevention and management of chronic diseases. Put simply, we will soon be in a world where people will know their genotype in the same way you know your blood group. Knowing your genetic makeup will tell us about the likelihood of an individual developing a chronic disease. We aim to unveil how the mechanism of actions of a specific nutrition within human cells can help prevent disease onset or delay the progression for people depending on their genotype, although other factors also play a role like lifestyle and overall diet. That's what we call epigenetics. These are the fundamentals of science-based personalized nutrition, and the discovery process is underway now. As we have seen in the introductory video, the healthcare costs and crisis is looming. This is why we think there should be a growing appetite for science-based personalized nutrition. We're facing aging societies almost everywhere. Adding to this trend, a sedentary lifestyle leads to chronic disease. Taking a snapshot at the worldwide status of healthcare in 2020, there will be 1 in 5 persons over 65 years old, 50 million people suffering from Alzheimer's disease, and 3 out of 5 dying of chronic disease. such as diabetes, obesity, or cardiovascular disorders. This ratio will increase in parallel to increasing life expectancy, which has risen thanks to medical and scientific advances. And of course, the healthcare costs required to cope with this chronic disease epidemic are going through the roof. In short, our healthcare systems are as sick as the people they're trying to serve. It is time to press the reset button before healthcare cost systems will go bankrupt. Science-based personalized nutritional solutions, we believe we play a key role. We are convinced that nutrition is part of the solution. Provision of healthcare will be sustained by innovatively addressing chronic diseases through healthcare systems better adapt to the needs of the elderly, stronger focus on the prevention and treatment of chronic diseases, and the need for radical ways to contain costs and to increase available funding. When we look at the current nutrition recommendations, they focus more on age than on anything else. The most precise, scientifically based recommendations that exist today are the so-called dietary reference intakes from the Institute of Medicine of the National Academy in the USA. They are specific to gender, male and female, and each is further subdivided into age groups, which is saying that all males or females of a specific age have the same nutrient requirements as others. This, we know now, is not totally true. Nutrient requirements will have to be more specific to genetic cohorts and regional populations that they will be to age. In other words, your and my requirements are likely to be more different, qualitatively speaking, due to our respective genetic and lifestyle, and not just because we are different in age. That's the base of personalized nutrition. What is required to personalize nutrition is a detailed knowledge of the genetic makeup of either individuals themselves or individual subgroups within the population. We then have to study the expression of the genetic knowledge relative to environmental factors. This is what we aim to do at the Nestlé Health Science Company and the new Nestlé Institute of Health Science, which is our research organization. The pharma nutrition gap is narrowing. The one disease, one target, one drug concept may not provide the same successes as it has done in the past. Instead, complex multifactorial diseases require multi-pathway understanding and multi-targeted approaches, which will often result in compound combinations. Therapeutic synergy between food and drugs does not necessarily mean that both have the same primary target. Overall, this is a big idea for which we will need strong conviction to carry it forward. Together, the Nestlé Health Science Company and the new Nestlé Institute of Health Sciences have first-mover advantage in this new space between traditional nutrition and pharma. It will take some characteristics from both. From the food side, we will apply all our know-how in nutrition, try new approaches, and leverage the safety profile. From the pharma side, we will deploy clinical trials that prove efficacy. Additionally, we will have health economic studies that prove the value to the healthcare systems, as we already do from our medical nutrition portfolio. Our new Nestlé Institute of Health Science, that is based at the École Polytechnique Fédérale of Lausanne, will develop the science and create new knowledge for future products. Their labs are up and running, and research program initiated to target chronic conditions in brain health, gastrointestinal health, and metabolic disorders. The Nestlé Health Science Company will define the patient needs and provide the novel products for the market. It is a great challenge for us at Nestlé Health Science and the Institute, as we are pioneering a new industry, shaping a new market with different stakeholders and players. That's the reason we have been set up as separate entities within the Nestlé Group. But this does not mean that we are not core to the Nestlé Group vision. In fact, it's the opposite. We are at the heart of the Nestlé commitment to enhance the quality of life. Not least, we are totally aligned with Nestlé commitment to create shared value, namely what is good for society is good for us. if we can help tackle chronic conditions and be a true game changer in people's lives and in the healthcare ecosystem, it is crystal clear that we have created shared value. You can see how do we like to play a pivotal role in the continuum health and disease. Understanding the interactions between our diet, genes, and lifestyle will be key. Diagnostics will play a key role, not only in prevention, but also in ongoing management and monitoring of chronic conditions, so that the right nutritional solutions can be taken at the right time. That's why one of the Nestlé Health Science acquisitions has been a strategic nature. Prometheus, a US company, has innovative diagnostic tests for cancer and gastrointestinal disorders, like irritable bowel syndrome. Through Prometheus, we are already modeling integrated solutions that will involve diagnostics, prescription drugs, and nutrition. An example where personalized specific nutrition already makes a difference is provided by VitaFlow, a company we acquired in 2010 and which is based in Liverpool. Their clinical nutrition products are tailored for people with inherited metabolic disorders. These are rare disorders like phenylketonuria, but persist from birth throughout life. If undetected and untreated with a special diet, they may cause serious health problems. The potential benefits of nutritional solutions to relieve the chronic disease burden are immense. Let's take the example of malnutrition, a major public health concern. Based on work done in UK and extrapolated to European Union, there are more than 20 million adults at risk of malnutrition in the European Union. Malnutrition is prevalent across all the healthcare settings. About 1 in 4 adult patients in hospitals and more than 1 in 3 patients in care homes are malnourished or at risk of malnutrition. And many as 1 in 3 older people living independently are at risk. In the UK, the risk of malnutrition was 30% greater in hospital patients aged 65 years of age. The financial cost of managing people at risk of malnutrition in the European Union is very large. It's up to 120 billion euros. This is based on UK estimates showing costs exceeding 13 billion. The application of routine nutritional screening should help address the burden of constrained health care. Nestlé Health Science has one of the most validated screening tools, which is called the mini nutritional assessment that evaluates the risk of malnutrition amongst other people. At a company level, using clinical and healthcare economic arguments to build acceptance of over-nutritional solutions is an area where we are quite advanced. For patients in critical care and requiring surgery, we have proved the case to improve outcome and reduce cost. Most important, the use of so-called immunonutrition has become accepted as a medical protocol. This means that immunonutrition is at the heart of the healthcare approach, and that is what we envisage for science-based nutritional solutions. The appropriate use of immunonutrition in patients recovering from post-surgical intervention, reducing on average a patient hospital stay by 2.4 days, which costs savings for the UK National Health Service up to £2,000 per patient. The use of this example is similar to a marathon runner that prepares his body through training and nutrition from a race. Immunonutrition is similar as it uses nutritional supplementation to prepare the body for a surgical intervention, thereby improving recovery time, reducing length of stay in hospital, as well as the risk of complications. We are committed to make nutrition a well-integrated part of a standard medical treatment and has shown it can lead to significant clinical and economical outcomes. So the journey has started to expand the boundaries of nutrition. We are going beyond a generalized approach of nutrition for health and wellness to a science-based, personalized approach that addresses people's needs based upon their genetics, diet, and lifestyle. Down the road, we see spread application of this type of solutions. Healthcare professionals will play a key role, but so too will retail, as new model of distribution will emerge and are already emerging. As a final note, I would like to emphasize that our presence in the UK with our healthcare nutrition business and with VitaFlow is vital and plays a significant step in this journey. The UK has an established heritage in life science economies and a wealth of talent from its world-renowned universities. We are able to take advantage of this, as well as tap into UK expertise and reputation from innovation, creativity, and clinical excellence. This combination of factors and characteristics made the UK the ideal location for us to continue to invest. The consolidation of our Nestlé Health Science expertise in Liverpool marks another milestone in the Nestlé program of investment here, which began when we opened our FX factory in 1901, and which continues to this day. Over the past 5 years, Nestlé has undertaken a multi-billion-pound investment program to establish its next generation of world-class manufacturing facilities. The company has more recently committed investing a further £500 million over the next 3 years in the UK. For this reason, we are very proud and grateful to be invited to participate in this event and share our vision for the next generation of nutrition. And also in a humble way, we're very proud that our acronym Nestlé Health Science, NHS, uses exactly your National Health Service that was so well displayed in the opening ceremony of the Olympic Games. It is an exciting prospect not only for us as a company, but for everyone here and a society as a whole. Thank you very much.